Today we are going to be painting flush tears. So give me a second as I get all this set up. I still haven't gotten all this set up really, so give me a moment. Kind of in a rush right now to get this going. So let's see. Open up my stream. Jump on my stream. Okay. So that part's opened up. Now let's get on YouTube. So, Blood Angels flag. Give me 1 second. All right. I think I know what I'm going to do for this. I think that's pretty good. So, how's it going, Chris? Sorry as I get this all set up right now. Oh, Jesus. A little bit late, but it is what it is. Nothing I can really do about it. But I was going to try and call Megan earlier, but she did not answer. Must have passed the hell out. How's it going, Francis? How are you guys doing tonight? Oops, that's the wrong color. I need... Where's it at? A little disorganized at the moment. Corn red, Mephiston red. And then we need black. What else do we need for this damn thing? So the big three, black, that, and then we're going to do, what was the method that I found that worked the best? Oh yeah, we need Ranix hide, because I'm going to do the sponging effect on this model like the other ones that I did. I think with all my Blood Angels, I'm going to maintain the same color. So I'm doing the splotching with the sponges. And then for the power weapon, gold. Where the hell the gold's at? Right there. What else? White, Corax white. And then Skeleton Horde, wherever that is. Right there. All right, there we go. So I think the last one that I did, I'll show you exactly what I'm referring to. It came out really well for my Terminators. So I'm going to do that like Grimdark style again for this guy, but I'm going to try and do it a little bit more carefully this time, because there's only so much area on this model compared to like a tank, and because of that I have to be very, very gentle with the application of the color, because if I'm not, then I'll end up in a situation where I cover too much of the model with the red or whatnot. But thankfully this is a pretty easy, straightforward method of painting. The Grimdark style is pretty easy, to be honest. I actually really like this. I would do this with the Baneblade, but to be honest, I kind of want to just have a straight straight colored Baneblade instead of this pattern, just because of how expensive the damn model is and the fact that I probably won't be buying another one anytime soon, even though I want all 8 models, or all 8 variants. I don't think I'm going to do that, or at least a little bit. Maybe in the future at some point, but having 8 Baneblades seems a little excessive, you know? But my day was good, relatively easy. I got off work around, what time did I get off work today? It's around 3:30. Really didn't go anywhere, do anything of major import. Our area has been pretty slow when it comes to work. So because of that, they've just been throwing whatever they can at me, which is not too terrible, but I would like the hours, because I got off work at 54, so 14 hours I've worked in the last 2 days, when I typically do like 10-hour days at a time, you know? So for me, it's a little bit, I don't mind. I got the free time, but I would like the money. So hopefully the next few days they will get a little bit more consistent. And if you hear my son, which you guys have heard in the past, I'm sorry. But what about you, Chris? How was your day at work? Anything exciting happen? Still bitching at your coworkers? Get them to move their ass? You got anything painted? Done any painting whatsoever? No. No to both, or? That's unfortunate. Yes. Yes to both, no to both. All right. I loaded up the van because I took her van this week, to get the larger furniture put in the van. So I did that, and I loaded that bitch all the way filled. I managed to get my dresser from my room, an entertainment center from my Anders room upstairs. I brought that. I put that in there as well. Got all the drawers in there. I brought another box full of Lego, built Lego that I did, that I had displayed on my cabinet over there behind me. I put a tote worth of that. And then, what else? What else was there? I think like a gate for the cat. I'm not sure. And then a few other things. All in all, I managed to get a lot put away. This house is starting to look pretty desolate at the moment. I'm kind of debating if I want to leave my work early or in the beginning of June. So the plan is for me to quit my job on the 30th of May, but you know, that's not set in stone. I don't really have to do it. My son gets out of school on the 17th of May, so it's like I could leave any time after that, you know. The extra money's nice and having a paycheck is nice, but it's not like absolute I need to, you know. We got enough saved up to the point to where we don't have to really, I could leave whenever. So I'm thinking either, my original plan was to leave the 30th and then spend the entire next week from Tuesday to Friday cleaning my house and get it clean for my landlord, you know, because I told him that we were moving out on the 6th of June. But I'm thinking instead of the 30th, maybe the 23rd. So that gives me 2 weeks. 1 week of like my last bit of like by myself type of situation, you know? So I can just kind of chill, relax, build models at home while having my son, you know? Um, and before I move up there, be my last bit of freedom, you could say. um, or I can just leave, get the extra week of paycheck, you know, and then move out, do my original plan. But I haven't told my work about it yet, so I haven't quite decided on what I want to do, to be honest. I kind of want to do both. There's benefits in both, but nah, I don't know. I planned on letting them know probably the first Friday of the week of May, so the 2nd or the 9th. If I decide on the 23rd, I'll probably tell them on the 9th just to give them 2 weeks, you know. If I do it on the 30th, I will tell them like the 16th. And since I've had pretty good rapport with this job for a while, I haven't fucked with them or had any bad rap with them. They'll be pretty cool about me just deucing, you know, heading out. But still, I would like to have like an entire week of just painting, video gaming, having fun, doing nothing before reality sinks in and I'm like, all right, I'm no longer living alone. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I make it sound like it's a terrible thing that I'm doing, but no. I mean, technically, I wouldn't really be alone because my son would be out of school, so I would have him pretty much all day, every day. But, um, yeah, I don't know. All I know is I'll have enough models to continue that week, even if I do the entire combat patrol box of orcs. Um, that's definitely not off the table either. I could pump out that much in a week period, you know, especially if I have off every single day. But I think what I'll probably do is just um, spend a couple days extra cleaning up just so I can try and get that deposit back. But at this point, I don't think I'm going to get it back. I mean, it's not like I've trashed this place, but it's an old ass house and shit's falling apart. And knowing him, I've never gotten I've never gotten back my money from a place that I've lived at. No matter, it don't matter what or how immaculate I've cleaned it, they always find a way to like, oh, sorry, you're not getting the money back. But this is how he looks right now. It's actually a pretty easy scheme. Now I'm just going to go with the brighter Mephiston red on the armor. And then we'll start adding all the extra stuff. I still got this flag. I wanted to get the Space Marine body and everything done first before I actually went ahead and did the flag. I'm going to just paint this. I'm not going to paint this in this splotchy fashion that I'm doing here. But I will paint him. This is going to be fun to do. I'm kind of speed running this so I can get to the flag. I'm going to try and make this look as good as possible. I found a few photos online of how I want to do this, but I haven't quite decided on the colors. Obviously black and red, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to see the Blood Angels. Blood Angels. Angels flag. Became flag. Model. Blood Angels. That's not the one. Which one is this? Why can't I find it? Alright, there we go. I guess not that bad, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that fucking color. But I'm really excited to work on the orcs this weekend. I'm going to be painting at least a couple models of those. I don't want to do too many at once. Then again, I have a lot to do, so I can really just kind of go hog wild with it. But yeah, just like, yeah. No context behind. I'm always good with starting the sentence, but finishing it is a different story entirely. Alright, where's this fucking flag at again? Alright, the Terminators. So... Alright, well, we will try our best. Let that dry, and then we'll move on to Mephiston Red. I would... No, I can't do it. Ooh, Jesus, that was a big chunk I fell in there. Let's get this sponge. All right. Oops. Let's get into the smaller details. It's always so hard to do this because my hand fucking likes to cramp up the way I'm holding this. It doesn't like working with me at all. And considering I'm only trying to apply it to like the smallest area, it's really just trying to like, my muscles are trying to fucking kill me at the moment. I feel like I should be a little bit more heavy-handed with the color on this, but I don't want to like overwhelm the model with the different colors. You know, when I did the tank, it was easy to just apply, you know, the color to it because it was a lot of fucking surface area. But for this, it's like you see all the black. I almost feel like I need to just do more with the black, but I don't know. Maybe I'll test it on a different model and see if I can find a consistency I like, whether I need to add the Renix hide over a larger area of the model or not. Still, I think it looks good how it does right now, especially when I start adding in all the extra details and whatnot to it. I feel like it will pop out a lot better. But, Francis, I'll just say Francis, and then Chris, I did a poll the other day. The people on Monday chose what I'm going to be doing next. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing this Death Guard unit. And then Thursday will be this Terminator. Not the Blood Angels Terminator, just the Terminator from the box. And then going forward, I got the next 4 for next week that I'm going to be doing as well. But yeah, it's going to be quite fun over the next couple of days worth of models and whatnot. I'm officially burnt out on building anything. I do not want to fucking touch another model. I don't want to build another model until all of these bases, all of these models that are and primed and the base is built. I'm not touching anything else until those are done. So, it's just going to be back-to-back build or back-to-back painting over the next probably month or so. I think I have. I'll have to count it in a second while this dries. Give me one moment. I think I have. Let's see. So, not including the 2 that we're going to do this week, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 26 models. So, conservatively, if we do 5 a week, that's 20 a month. So, by May of next month, May 15th, so we'll have just basically over the next month, we'll have this much painted. This will just be what's left by the 15th of next month, which, Jesus Christ, my son. Hopefully we can get through a lot of this Death Guard. Hold up. I gotta tell him to calm down. Ander, lower your voice. Jesus Christ. Freaking screaming. I'm killing him. Yeah, I know, that's what I said. Well, I didn't expect you to actually come, Megan. Well, I'm talking about 5 models throughout the week. Orcs aren't really included in that, unfortunately. The orcs, I'm not going to touch the orcs. I'm not bringing the orcs back here. I'm keeping all of the orcs at Megan's. So during the weekend, I can just be painting those. This week, I'm probably going to do another black or another red one, and then I'm going to do a green one first, and then another red one. But at some point, I'm going to have to touch that Baneblade, and it's such a big model that I don't want to touch it quite yet because it just feels special in a way. You know, it feels like it's so pretty that you don't want to ruin it or fuck it up. So I'm not quite sure. I've got it primed. I just need to get the base. Oh, I know there is no base with it. What am I talking about? I got it primed at least. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided. I want to spend longer than just one live stream painting it, you know, because there's no justification to fucking only painting a Baneblade for 3 hours, you know. I did not spend $150 on that tank only to have it painted in one live stream, but I don't want to bring it back home because I don't want it to break during the transporting process. And since I'm doing orcs on the weekends, I want to live stream me painting it, it might come down to like me waiting until I move in or move up to Minnesota before I tackle it, because I'm not willing to have it be destroyed. How's it going, Jackson? Destroyed during the transit, and I don't want it to. I don't want to bother her with live streaming when I'm should be spending time with her, you know. So for the meantime, it's gonna stay in its perpetual state of primed until I get to that point, and then we can dedicate a week to building it and painting it, you know. Oh, are you gonna work on that while you're listening to me? Good. I may not be the lore master to fall asleep to like Luton or Major Kill, but you gotta. I'll be your lore master while you do your homework. my your what? You broke your what? Like a bone? You broke a bone? All right, let's. Oh, hobby. Oh, hobby blade. Okay. Okay. Yep. God, how did you all three get that and I didn't? How was that? Wait, what am I doing? Why am I painting that white? That's supposed to be gold. Oops. Oh, okay. Yep. I get it. I get it now. Just had me confused for a moment. Well, you know me. I don't know shit. So I'm the exception in this scenario. I think I had a pocket knife when I was a kid, but I haven't had one of those in a very, very long time. It used to be not even used for anything. I used to just have it because it was cool and I liked to show it off to fucking my friends when I was, in middle school. Like, ooh, look at this. I have 20 tools in one. Jesus, I didn't realize how much gray there was on this. I guess I didn't get the model primed that well, unfortunately. All right, I need to look at this model. So, trying to make sure I have. Man, I can't fucking do bench press at all. I hate it. That is my least favorite muscle to work on. When I was in the military, I had an injury. I think I had an injury. I had something happened when I was doing my PT test. I fucking pushed myself to the point of like no return, and I got those extra few push-ups for my PT test. But ever since then, every time that I've done chest workouts or anything of that equivalence, my chest burns ungodly. I don't know if I tore one of my pectoral muscles and it just healed fucking incorrectly, whatever it was. But like anytime I do chest workouts, it's unbearably fucking painful. I can't even fucking do like arms. I can destroy my arms any day of the week. Destroy my arms. It's perfectly fine. I have no issues with it. I can do it. But when it comes to like doing even 5 or 6 reps on the fucking bench press machine, like not or just it's assisted. Like I can't even get that before they burn to such an ungodly amount that it's hard to recover even after 10-15 minutes. Jesus Christ, Ander. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It scares the hell out of me anytime I do like I don't know, like the bench press machine like just fucking freaks me out. I don't know what it is, but anytime I get fucking on it and I put one plate, it's like because of just how quickly you can just like reach your max and like just lose your strength and how quickly you can fucking just drop that shit on you. It just freaks me the fuck out. So I've always just avoided the fucking bench press machine like the plague. I don't need a strong ass fucking chest. I will have, instead of having skinny ass legs, I will have a wimpy chest with massive arms every day of the week. Fuck that. Well, I can imagine too with the plates, especially with the squat, if you don't manage to. Well, I think at least with the squats, you can kind of lean backwards and let it fall off of you, you know. But like for me, it's like with the um, best um, bench press. It's like if you fucking lose strength, that shit's coming straight on your fucking chest or your neck, you know. Um, I don't need to work on no squats. I don't know what you talking about, Willis. Um, so if I fuck up with the bench press and I have no spotter, it's like I gotta get myself out of that. And if it's too much, it's like I'm decapitating myself. So it's like one of those, like, damn, I really fucked myself today. I watched a video the other day that popped up on my Facebook feed of a guy going into it. It fell on his neck. It didn't break his neck, but he was there for so long that he ended up passing out, and his brain he ended up he died for a couple minutes, ended up with brain damage. By the time the people came and picked him up, he was fucking twitching and whatnot on the bench pressing machine, and like, yeah, it forever changed his life because of it. And he was recording himself while he was doing it, and just seeing that, just like, nope, fuck that. Yeah, I don't know. It's no bueno for me. Oh God. I almost had a similar situation when I was in high school. I remember this now that we're talking about this, but I was doing leg press and I wanted to like impress all the kids in the fucking high school. So they had one of those traditional ones where you just add plates to either side and you push it up, I ended up getting up to, it was like 750 pounds or something like that. And by like the last bit, I had nobody fucking, everybody was just leaving at that point, and I like almost ended up fucking kneeing myself in the neck, like when you fail at the leg press machine. Thankfully, I was able to recover, but it was close enough to where I was like, yeah, let's not do that again. Ever since then, I haven't been on a leg press machine. Granted, I don't really know that much about the um, fuck, I'm getting distracted. I don't know much about the leg press machine to really um, or not leg press machine. Fuck, I can't talk properly. I'm getting distracted. Much about like leg machines themselves to like work my muscles properly on them. Um, so if I decide I want to do leg days or whatnot, it's like I just kind of go between all the machines that have it because I don't know exactly what to work on and what to focus on. I just kind of do it. Well, goddamn, Megan, you're gonna have to. Well, yeah, with you fucking hiking and whatnot all the time, I wouldn't be surprised if your legs were built like a tank. I mean, I, I'm not gonna agree with you. There's still no. Oh, okay. But they're still there. They're just hidden underneath of all that skin. Just we'll forget the fact that you're in a wheelchair and just say that the skin's the issue. I think my favorite machine for legs, honestly, and for cardio, is the elliptical. That's my favorite. Um, that's by far my favorite machine. for any kind of like leg exercise, just because I can add the resistance. I would say the stepper, but they don't have a step climbing machine here, unfortunately, so I can't really say if I would like that or not. But I'm not much for a bike machine guy. I've always been fat my entire life, so sitting on any seat that had a bicycle seat hurt my ass. So, um, yeah, I've never really enjoyed biking. Um, so the elliptical, that or the treadmill. I know for a fact is, I've already told Megan this, but once I move up to Minnesota, I want to actually be able to consistently, I want to be able to run 2 miles. Like, I don't care what the time is. I don't care how long it is. I want to be able to consistently, without stopping, run 2 miles straight. Like, I haven't been able to do that since I left the military back in 2014. And it's been a long ass fucking time since I've been able to just run consistently like that. And I want to be able to do it at my own pace, at my own time. I want to build my way up to it, to the point to where after I'm done, yes, I'll be tired, but I'm not so exhausted that I hate it. I just fucking hate it with every fiber of my being. And that's what the Army was for me. Just any time that we would run, by the end of it, I just fucking wanted to quit. I fucking hated running. They just beat it into you, you know, and it was just like hell every other day. But I have too many damn dreams of me running. Like, I no fucking, no, I'm being serious. Last night I had a fucking dream of me running around the block in this neighborhood, mind you, and I was perfectly fine. Like, I wasn't getting out of breath, I wasn't tired, I fucking ran around the block like it was the most natural thing on the goddamn planet. And I told Megan that, and she was like, "Well, maybe that's just you wanting to leave this area faster, you know?" And while that's probably true, I also feel like that subconsciously my mind's like saying, get off your ass and do something with your life. Because you sitting around ain't working, buddy. But I wish that was the same in fucking reality, you know? Just run and just be like that one guy who can run like 80 miles straight and never get winded because of the lactic acid not building up into his damn system. It was off that like superhuman show. I know that's not what you meant. I'm just giving you shit. But that's really all I really care about. I want to develop muscles. I want to have abs. That's my number one goal. But as for like health wise, I want to be able to run again. That's, if I can get to there, I will be a happy man. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. And I'm gonna, if I can't lose these fucking 20 pounds by the end of May, I'm just going to, oh, okay. If I don't end up losing the remaining 20 pounds by the time I get up there, I'm just going to end my weight loss series and like continue with the playlist. Oops. Continue with the playlist, but just start on like part 1 of gaining muscle, or trying to reach my goal, part 1, or whatever the fuck it is. But all I know is as soon as I move up there, while I'm off work and not doing anything with my life, I'm going to get a gym membership, and me and her are going to consistently go every morning to the best of our abilities. I mean, granted, kids and whatnot, but that's the current objective, to consistently get into the habit of going. I mean, at least that's my fucking, what I want, you know? I don't... Oh, okay. Well, she doesn't have to go every morning. I will go every morning. She has to save her energy for all the damn kayaking that we're going to be doing. Well, I've never even, I'll have to look into it because I've never actually done any kind of mixed martial arts or anything in that regard. Maybe I'll enjoy it, maybe not, but I can definitely look into it and see, try it out, maybe go attend a class or two and see how I like it. I did not mean to add that much fucking silver. Oops. I mean, nothing wrong with learning how to fight properly, you know? Well, I almost 100% believe you with that. Thankfully, I am not a very angry person, but I can get rid of my frustrations, I guess. The, like, God damn it, kids pissing me off. She's just needy as hell. Start punching the fucking bag thinking about that. Like, why won't they just leave me alone? Punching the bag in sadness. Well, that's good. I'm just glad that I've never really experienced that. Um, uh, I've never really been. I've been more of like an internal angry or self pity growing up, but like never like physically like wanting to lash out at people much. I no, I am not needy. I don't know what you're talking about. Nope. I am definitely not needy whatsoever. Nope. She's a fibber, guys. Don't believe her. She's speaking some nonsense over there. We're almost done with this guy. Well, for the most part. I'm gonna get working on this flag soon. Um, okay, well, you have fun. I will call you after I'm done, okay? So I'll send you photos. Love you, Spaz. Um, so yeah, this is gonna be fun. Um, let's see. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I do want to add more to. I'm gonna turn this into like a glaze consistency, a wash almost, to add to the eye. So you only have 9 miniatures left, is what you're saying, or just 9 left out of the ones that you currently have built. Oh wait, what am I saying? This guy's not even fucking close to done. I still have to do the edge highlighting. And I gotta do the skulls. I'm getting too excited about trying to fucking paint everything else. Skeleton horde. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's grab a different brush for this. Holy shit. What is that? I don't even know what I have in terms of like point wise with my armies. I honestly have no idea what mine consists of at the moment. Um, because I don't. What is the average Death Guard worth? You know, like just a Plague Bearer, not a Plague Bearer. Is it Plague Bearer Marines? Because if I can get some kind of baseline, then I can get kind of an understanding of how many I have and what they're all worth, you know. 5. Oh, Jesus, that's it? Holy fuck. God, why are they so small? 100. I mean, is 100 points a lot? Let's see. I got, if we don't include the bigger guys and Terminators, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 regular guys, 5 Terminators, a Blight Drone, and a Hellbrute with a Commander. I forgot his name. So what is that? 14. So 300, maybe 500 points in total. I don't know what a Hellbrute and the Blight Drone are worth at all. $180 for 5. Okay, well I only have a set of 5 then, so probably close to 500. Max 600. It's not a lot. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to like triple or quadruple what I have to reach a 2K army. How long does an average like 2,000 point game last? Like just a typical 2,000 point game. Don't matter. What is like 4 hours? Holy fuck. Huh. I didn't realize they were that long. God damn, I can only imagine a tournament. I'm gonna get to edge highlighting the middle part of the armor. If you play orcs, it could be 9. Well, fuck. That's a bit excessive, but whatever. Yeah, well, I would think that with all the extra boom, it would like make the game go by faster, you know? Because it's like if you have to shoot 100 something guns every roll or every turn, you would think that okay, that would eliminate a lot of the opponent's army, but I guess that's not the case. Huh. Well, learn something new every day, I guess. I don't know. I've been trying to watch videos of people playing the game, to be honest, and I don't know how much of it I'm actually like feeling, to be honest. it's sad to say I'm gonna have all these armies, and it's like unless something happens to where I like get the drive one day, like I don't know if I can necessarily see myself sitting down for hours on end just rolling back and forth moving the models across the board, you know. Maybe it's just my ADHD brain telling me that that doesn't seem interesting, but I just don't know if I would really care to learn all of these rules just to sit there and just move my models 1/10 of an inch every turn, you know? I mean, I'm here for the painting aspect, and I've noticed that that's what I really enjoy doing the most. And I just don't know if I would be willing to. I mean, I will definitely try it. I'm not just gonna say, "Oh, I hate it" right off the bat. You know, like I'm not gonna be critical of something that I haven't done before. But I I don't know. Just from what I've seen on YouTube and videos that I've seen between other people playing and having like full matches that are recorded and live streamed for hours on end, it just I don't know if it's for me, to be honest. But my mind could be changed if I'm in a room with people that I enjoy being with, you know, meeting new people. Maybe that will bring me into liking it, you know. What's to say that that won't be the case? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, so it just has to come down to it. Me actually like attending an event and playing with my guys. And how many orcs in total is that? Like all combined, how many orcs do you have? Oh, okay, 60. Well, looks like I'm gonna need 2 combat patrol boxes just to match up to your guys. Anyway. All right, time to glue arms, and let's get to the flag. Finally, we're here. We've arrived at our destination. I won't keep you waiting no more. Well, I kind of have to because I have to let this dry. But, oops. Come on, you bitch. There we go. Now just sit there and dry for me. Patience is the key. Yeah, let's wait for this to dry for a minute before we start working on this. And while I'm sitting here and waiting, I'm going to continue looking at a few choices when it comes to how I want the flesh tear or this banner to be painted. I need to find any kind of like flesh tearers flags. Because I'm seeing all these like cool different flag variants and whatnot, but and I'm seeing like a bunch of flesh terror flags as well, but I'm like, where the fuck are they coming at? I'll catch you later, Chris. You have a good rest of your night, man. I'll let you know and post it on Instagram and YouTube when I'm finished. Ugh. So I think I'm going to do the plus sign in the middle here. I'm going to do that red, corn red, and then I'm going to darken it up with, what was I using to darken it up with? Reichland Flash Shade, I believe. Yep, Reichland Flash Shade. And then I'm going to leave these like edge corners black just because of flush terrors, you know. And then, yeah, I'll show you as we get there. Oh, Jesus. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go now, one. Nothing wrong with me, two. I guess the first thing we can do is start with the middle. Using the corn red, I feel like we're going to use this. We can start with the square. Thankfully, I don't really need to be perfect with it. I can always just go back over it with the black and fix up any issues that I have. But I think the big thing is the brush strokes. I don't have any new brush strokes in it. That's going to be a big issue for me. Oh, shit. Ah, man. I want to zoom in on this. Oh, of course that didn't work. That's about as close as we can get it. We'll just paint all the red things that we need to paint. I'm going to go over this with another land. I don't know. Right now, it's just a matter of getting the consistency right that I'm noticing. Well, I mean, Gazcool has a flag. And I mean, if you had like the Bad Moodens, what is that? No, it's the Freelooters, I think. Freebooters are the ones that are the flashy gits. There might be some like flag waving involved, since they like to be the ones that wear all them Hume medals that they take off their killed enemies. Fuck, stop yawning me, shit. Oh, tits. Actually, no, I don't need that brush anymore. I need this one. We gotta do the border. Okay, I need a better brush than that. Well, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it, man. I'll post it on Discord so you can see. But you have a good rest of your night, too. I'm gonna get off soon as well. I gotta go to work in the morning. I'm not gonna be able to finish this night. It's just because I have fucking. If I didn't start my stream so late, I'd be able to do more. But gotta work with the timeline that I'm given, you know. Can't control it. So I'm gonna try and keep going as long as I can. But at some point, I'm gonna get off too. But it was good seeing you in here, Jackson. Fuck. Fucking dinner hits me all at once, man. Oh. It's like all the food I ate for dinner is just like coagulating in my gut, trying to settle into a mass. And my brain's just like, please stop. I just want to digest it. So let me sleep. Oh, well, it doesn't help that I don't have anything going at the moment. Oops. I'm just going to keep the border black and just focus on this red. Oh, all right. All right. Now it's just a matter of cleaning it up. Once I clean it up, then I will apply the Raycon Flash Shade over it, which should darken out the darken the red a bit. Hey, how's it going, STR? I'm trying to work on this flag at the moment. Trying to get it looking all nice and pretty. It's just a little tricky because of all these little tiny edges. Yeah, well, since this is Blood Angels, I don't have a Flesh Terrors. I'm just kind of going for their black and red scheme. Um, the photo that I'm looking at right now, it's like a yellow and red, but I don't really like how that looks. And since I'm trying to stick with Flesh Tears, I'm just gonna kind of add gold, and like just, I mean, honestly, it's just a matter of the Blood Angels. I'm gonna paint that probably red, leave the background black, and then add like script text to these and whatnot, and then just edge highlight in blue with the cloak and whatnot, or the banner itself, and then have the lady gold um, with a little bit of black in there. I don't know. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's really going to be lore accurate. I don't know. I've never seen a. I saw a bunch of Flesh Terror freaking flags. No cat. Every night. Every night, that cat. Um, but yeah. This should come out pretty good. I just wish I knew where like they were getting. There must have been like models in the past of the Blood Angels that had like Flesh Terrors flags. That, or like these people on Reddit have just like made their own. Didn't give any kind of explanation about where they came from, so I'm not quite sure, to be honest. You know, it's kind of hard to actually find. I was gonna say, that's the hard part. Is like I see all these like cool ass models that I want to get, but it's like I don't know where they come from. It's just a photo on Google. It looks cool, but I have no idea where it comes from. They don't give any kind of description of what the model's name is, where it comes from, and then if I do eventually find it, it's like, oh, it's because it's a 15-year-old model, and it's like shit. Like, what do I do now? So I go on eBay, try to find it. Okay, well, the box set is selling for like $500, and I'm just like, ugh, well, tits. So it's kind of a bummer sometimes when you see all these cool models. I like to go on Games Workshop's their website and just kind of find some of the models that they've released that are out of stock, and just go from there. But for some reason, a lot of the time, it's like I don't know if they remove models from their selection to where you can't even see them. But like I've had situations where I've seen Space Marine models that weren't even on the GW website. Okay, so that's probably what it is. Must be Flesh Terrors, or it must be 3D printed then. That makes a lot of sense. Oh. I didn't actually think about 3D printed. Yeah, I'll definitely do that because there's been a few models that I've like seen and just like, man, I want it so damn bad, but then it's like, shit, I don't know where they're from. Now that I say that, it's like I can't even think of them on the top of my head. So it'll have to be like I'll be laying in bed in an hour and like, oh yeah, fucking pull out my phone just before going to bed and I'll post something on Discord. Watch it happen. I promise it will fucking happen. I think I have decided though. I think for my 100th model, I'm going to do the Great Unclean one. I wanted to do Rodigus, but I think I might save Rodigus for another time. Um, um, so I'm probably going to get that model at some point in the future. I'm on my, I think this is my 77th or 78th. So I still have 22 at least models left before we're there. So that's at least uh, a month, if not a month and a half away before I make that decision. I just need to get a little bit better at the flesh tones when it comes to like the Death Guard, because I feel like for a while there I was doing good on the flesh with like Death Guard or Poxwalkers, but it's like I feel like my skills have reversed in level, and I've kind of forgotten the best way of going about doing it. Um, um, so I'm gonna have to start like going to the basics again and looking up tutorials on how to do it properly, because I definitely don't want to like end up in a situation to where I'm half-assing a big model like that, you know. And it was like when I was first doing Poxwalkers, it was so easy because I watched a few videos and it's like, oh wow, this is pretty simple. But it's like I've lost all my knowledge about those videos. So now it's like I have all these flesh tones and it's like, what goes where? What am I supposed to put down? It's the same thing with like these banners, you know, like these little scripts on the side of his legs, the purity seals. It's like I completely forgot of what color to use for the purity seals. So I've just been sticking to like my ADHD brain, and my pride is like, it's okay, you know, just go Wraithbone and then Skeleton Horde, and that should be good. Yeah, I know. I need to do the same thing, man. But my I get so distracted sometimes. Uh, it's one of the things that I struggle with. That's, I mean, the medication that I'm on helps out a lot. It does, but it's definitely one of those like, mm, you could definitely do better, Anthony. I think Megan has picked up on some of my bad habits, because when I first met her, she had like a whole diary and a whole system of like organizing her schedules and whatnot. And it's like she hasn't done that shit since we went on vacation last summer. And it's like, oopsies. She's like picked up off my bad habits. Because I would always just wing shit, you know, and just like, all right, let's go. I'll figure it out as I do it, you know, like exposure therapy almost. I was actually thinking about this is like in the way future. I'm definitely not going to make this decision, but I saw that the Skaven Tide box. I'm really interested in painting the Stormclass Eternals and the Skaven in the future at some point. Just because I love, like, I can almost mix my Death Guard army with Skaven in a way. And I feel like it would be a really good match. And then my Custodes and then the Stormcast Eternals, I feel like would be a pretty good match. I want to try the non-metallic metal with them, to be honest, and get good at that. So I was thinking about in the future, maybe in 6 months or so, if I get bored of 40K, I could go and jump in on that and try it out. Well, yeah, and the thing with that too is I've been using my Poxwalkers as like my testing grounds of trying out new things, because ever since I bought that listing from that guy off of Amazon or Facebook Marketplace, I have so many freaking Poxwalkers that it's unbelievable. But there's also a problem with that. When I'm doing these testings, I'm not writing it down. So it's like, okay, I painted 9 models in the past 2 weeks, but I completely forgot how I did these 9 models. So being a little bit more organized would be beneficial for me. All right, guys. Well, I don't know much about Age of Sigmar, to be honest. I haven't read any of the books, the lore, or anything associated with it. I'm still like watching videos, trying to get a little bit more understanding about the lore, but it seems really deep and a lot of stuff that's happened in it, just like 40K is when I first started listening to that. So I feel like it's going to take me a while to like get a very good understanding about the lore with the Stormcast Eternals and the Skaven and all the different clans and everything associated with it, you know. So I wanna have like a good baseline of knowledge before I start like just fucking picking it up and painting it. Because if I don't enjoy the faction, um, like I feel like I would not paint it to its full potential. You know, that makes sense. Um, it's like I like dwarves, you know, and there's some cool dwarves in Age of Sigmar, but I don't love dwarves so much that I want an army of them, you know. All right, I think I'm gonna dry brush this gold. I have Total War actually. I'm not very good with games like that, to be honest. I prefer like RTS games where it's real time, like Halo Wars or Warhammer. Fucking what is it called? Hold up. I have it in my library. Um, Dawn of War. Like those, I enjoy a lot. But like Total War or Total Warhammer or Rome Total War, you know, stuff like that, I'm not really too interested in. I tried playing it with my sister's boyfriend, who's really into it, but it just wasn't for me. All right, let's see. Um, all right, I was gonna do the little Reichland flash shade, so I think I will end this with that. I don't want to do too much of a heavy wash because it's like just a flat surface, you know. So I think I'm just going to do a general. All right. So that's where we gotten so far. I still got a bunch to do with the flag. So I'm definitely not done. I still have all the edge highlighting done, and I also want to go back through the Space Marine and work on the power effect with his what the fuck you would call it, mallet or mace. And I want to do the edge highlighter and the black as well. Definitely a little bit more on the back of this. And then I want to add some like silver highlights to the angel up here, do the purity seals, get them looking nice, obviously everything else. So I think I'm going to have to do another night of this Blood Angels, Flesh Terrors model, Jesus, before I can call him good. But yeah, otherwise I would have spent a little bit more time tonight doing him, but I got to be up early tomorrow, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. But we will, if I finish him tomorrow, which I most likely will, I will start working on the next Death Guard, which is the big kahunas. One of these big guys, I have 3 of him, so this will definitely be probably a project to last until Thursday. This guy will probably take me 2 days to finish as well. Let me show you up close a little bit. So yeah, I got a lot of work with him to do still. But I'll do what I can, get what I can done. But the last model will be another Terminator, just a basic Terminator, not a flesh or not a Blood Angels Terminator. This came from a box separately. So we'll have, at least by Sunday, when I live stream Sunday, we'll have 4 models done, and then I will also be painting orcs this weekend at my girlfriend's house. So we should get at least 5 to 6 done this week in total. But I'm going to end it here, guys. Appreciate you all coming in here and watching. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll talk to you later.